Today, we're going to be pulling apart a perfectly good Volvo because the turbo's not good. Alright, jumping right in, we're going to pull all the piping off to get to the turbo. Alright, now that we're nice and oily, it's time to get the coolant lines off. In the back of my mind, I'm just wondering, why a Volvo? I bought my dad a Volvo, a turbo Volvo, an oily, leaky turbo Volvo. We'll replace that cam seal. Probably never. These coolant lines are fighting me every step of the way. This is just the start of all the problems, but you know, we're getting through it.
Just want to get the other side so it doesn't matter. Now. That's your time.
Around here, I start using time-lapse footage. I'm not a big fan of this, but for now, this is what I filmed. I hope it does give some clear view. It's gonna skip by pretty quick. So as we go through here, I'm gonna give you a little backstory. So this is a 1988 Volvo 760. It is automatic, unfortunately, but it has a turbo. Now this one specifically has the Garrett turbo. Very nice turbo setup. Everyone wants this turbo. You could build more power out of this one. But later on, Volvo went to Mitsubishi and said, give us the turbo bits. And Mitsubishi did. They gave up the TD04s, and honestly, they're probably the better system. On the TD04s, everything's basically self-contained. You don't have to worry about an external blow-off valve. Surprising enough, you could actually still get a lot of the piping reproduction. So the TD04 is a little nicer on that. If you have this Garrett setup and you lose a pipe, it tears or whatever, you're doing custom stuff. You're modifying stuff off of Amazon or your local speed shop to try to make this work again. Another improvement was the manifold, and the TD04 has the better manifold. So like normal for me, there's always something that goes wrong. These back nuts just nutted. They completely rounded off. Nice round nuts. So let's see. That turned this job into a already hard job. Everything else is done. There's 2 bolts holding the manifold on. We got to get the lower return line unbolted. Everything else is done. Never worked on the Garrett turbo. I've only done the Mitsubishis. So let's see if doing this right is any easier. Definitely not. Definitely harder. Picking back up, now that we got some facts out of the way, this definitely wasn't as easy as it should have been. It was supposed to be pull the turbo off, rebuild it, but bolts started breaking, had to cut some stuff apart, and the next episode definitely is going to have some more fun. Definitely going to be a little surprised about what happens next. Alright, so that's been a few hours, and we got the turbo out. I'm going to call it for the day. And here I have a Mitsubishi TD04. We're either going to rebuild that one and put it in, or we're going to rebuild the Garrett and go from there. So tune in next time.
Oh no. Yeah.